Hi, my name is Ola, and I'm going to walk you through the steps to perform a catch reconstruction update. First, we need to learn what a catch reconstruction is. Catch reconstruction is a method to estimate the total extraction of marine resources from the exclusive economic zone, EEZ, or chunks of EEZ of a maritime country. This method is based on the rationale developed by Daniel Pauly in 1998. According to Dr. Pauly, there is no fishery with no data, as often claimed of small scale fisheries such as subsistence, recreational, and to a certain extent, artisanal fisheries, whose catches may not be reported to the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, FAO. Illegal catches, bycatch, and discards at sea are also excluded from official statistics. Most of these unreported catches result from reporting infrastructure gaps or due to illegal activities or quota busting. However, Dr. Pauly's rationale notes that fisheries, as social activities, throw a shadow on the other sectors of the economy in which they are embedded. The rationale also states that it is always worse to put a value of NA for the catch of a poorly documented fishery than to estimate its catch, even roughly, because subsequent users of one statistics will interpret the NA as zero catches rather than unknown catches. A catch reconstruction thus aims to provide a complete time series of marine fisheries catches taken from a given EEZ from 1950, that is, the first year that the FAO produced its annual compendium of global fisheries statistics in a standardized format, to the near present. The reason why we want to get the catch right is that resource management is, in most countries, largely based on catch data. The absence of reliable catch data means that we don't know how much we are really catching. Then we risk overexploiting fish populations. Also, by knowing how much we're actually catching every year, we avoid the shifting baseline syndrome in which each generation of fisheries managers only evaluate the change in stocks over their lifetime rather than accounting for historical change across many generations. The catch reconstruction approach was first fully implemented by Zeller et al. In 2007. They developed a 7-step approach for implementing these concepts. In step 1, for the fishing country or territory of interest, you have to compare the FAO reported catch time series or landings reported to international authorities by statistical areas, taxon and year, and national data series by area, taxon, and year. In step 2, you have to identify fishing sectors, that is, subsistence, recreational, artisanal, and industrial, as well as time periods, species, gears, and end use of the catch not covered by the reported data, including discards. In other words, the missing data components. Note that we don't use the term commercial fisheries, as both industrial and artisanal fisheries are engaged in commerce. In step 3, you have to find available alternative information sources on the missing data identified in step 2. You can accomplish this by conducting extensive searches of peer-reviewed and gray literature and through consultations with local experts. Information sources include social science studies, reports, colonial archives, datasets, and expert knowledge. In step 4, you have to develop data anchor points in time for each missing data components and expand anchor point data to countrywide catch estimates. In step 5, you have to interpolate for time periods between data anchor points, either linearly or through assumptions for industrial and artisanal fisheries, and generally via per capita or per fisher catch rates for subsistence and recreational sectors. In step 6, you have to estimate total catch time series, combining reported catches and interpolated countrywide expanded missing data series. As part of this step, it is important to harmonize your time series. This means that once you have your new time series of total catch, you have to determine whether it matches the time series of total catch of the previous reconstruction update. If the time series don't match, they must be harmonized. There may be cases where data harmonization requires the reconstruction to be redone. These cases are addressed in video 5. In step 7, you have to quantify the uncertainty associated with each reconstruction. In the following videos, we will explore each of these steps in detail.